Hi guys, this is Connie. I'm currently eating lunch, but I wanted to make a quick video diary about one of my favorite stories, which is a story from Mustachio and I's wedding day. Now, we got really good pictures of most of the day. In retrospect, it feels like a blur, but the day didn't seem to go by fast enough. I was very excited to get married. I was excited to see all the people that came out. I had a great time. It was a great day. I loved it. I looked beautiful. He was handsome. He still is handsome, and we got married. But due to some Facebook stuff, I'm now posting this on a friend of mine, Hannah's wall. Hi Hannah, thank you so much for your status that says, I don't care what anybody else says, my Elton John CD is the best. Take your judgment somewhere else. And so there is no judgment. I grew up on Elton John. My mom is a huge Elton John fan, which brings me to one of my favorite wedding memories is during the ceremony, and you don't see it in any of the pictures, so I'm glad to just keep telling the story and now putting it on camera is super importante to me. My mom will probably hate it, but that's okay, because I love it. I did not feel bad about this situation. So, without further ado, the story. During the ceremony, I can't remember where we were in the ceremony, but it was during some part of the ceremony. It was very quiet, you know, everybody's listening to the pastor and we're doing the vows and whatever else you end up putting in your ceremony is there. And somewhere in the middle of it, I heard my mom's phone go off. Now, to give you some background, her best friend got lost trying to find the church that we were getting married in. And my mom forgot to silence her cell phone. And my mom is the reason why I am an Elton John fan. And she had, as her ringtone for her best friend, Elton John's Bitches Back. So when we heard this go off, it was very loud, very clear, and I can remember it. The ringtone specifically comes in directly into the chorus, right before the drum part, where da-da-da-da-da, and he comes in and he's singing, I'm a bee, yeah, the bee is back, stone cold sober, as a matter of fact. As it's happening, I kind of start to chuckle, and it warmed my heart, but my mom was so, like, mortified as she starts to realize what's happening. Her eyes just got bigger than her head, and she was like, oh my God, like if looks could have killed, that woman would have died on the spot. But she was just like, I am so sorry, I cannot believe that just happened. And I said, Mom, we were either missing Elton John or the Beatles, so you got us covered. That was the only, I mean, like, it was unplanned and it was beautiful and it made me chuckle, and it didn't take away from the ceremony, because I'm pretty sure when I ask other people about this, like Mustachio doesn't even remember that this happened. But it was one of those things where my mom was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that just happened. Like, she had that feeling that made her feel like she was gonna want to crawl under a rock and die. And I was like, no, you know, worse things have happened in church, honestly. Having your Elton John Bitches Back ringtone go off in the middle of the wedding is not a bad thing. And it's still by far one of my favorite memories to think about for that day. It just, you know, because there's only so many things that you can control in a wedding, which is a whole nother video for a whole nother day. But I loved it because out of nowhere, in the middle of this calm, serene church moment, you just hear this phone go off, and it's da-da-da-da, which almost equates to when we were in a Bible study and another friend of mine had Beyonce's Naughty Girl go off as his ringtone, which was, fantastic. It just, all these pop music songs end up happening at unexpected places, and you forget. It's very important when I'm in a quiet place to silence my cell phone. I always end up silencing my cell phone, and so now I never hear it when it does go off, which is sad. But I love Elton John, and I love having that sweet memory to latch onto for as long as I can remember memories. And Elton John is fantastic, and don't let anybody tell you any different, Hannah. I hope you have a fantastic snow day Thursday. Be careful with that and enjoy, please and thank you. And yes, be careful where your ringtones go off at. I loved it. She hated it. But it's one of my favorite memories that you can't get from pictures, so yes. Bye.